Welcome back. I conducted a poll, a few responded, and it seems that Fusion tutorials is what everyone wants, so I thought I'd start with a Fusion Basics tutorial. The Fusion page is accessed here at the bottom of the page, but typically you'll access it in a variety of methods depending on what you're working on. Many of the preset titles and transitions are made using Fusion, for example. Therefore, if you want to modify a title or transition, you can select the item from your timeline, go to the inspector and click this button. This will open the title or transition in the Fusion page. If you want to work on a composition, you can right-click in the bin and click Create Fusion Composition, give it a name if applicable, and set the length of the clip. This will place a blank composition in your bin. You can right-click and open it in Fusion, or you can drag to your timeline and either put the playhead over it and go to the Fusion page, or you can right-click on the clip in your timeline and open in Fusion page. Note that you can right-click on any clip on your timeline to open it in Fusion. If it's an image or a video clip, you will typically see a Media In node representing the original clip, and it will be connected to a Media Out node. So, having understood how to get into the Fusion page in multiple ways, we should consider the way in which Fusion works. The purpose of Fusion is a compositor which includes many tools for VFX, motion graphics, tracking, and a whole host of other things. The Media In node is representative of your input media. In this case, it is the clip on my timeline. The connecting line is a flow that sends the clip to Media Out, which represents the output of this composition, and therefore what will appear on the timeline. Given this is a blank composition, there is no change to the input versus the output. In order to change anything, we need to place our effects along the flow chart. I'll pause there and just talk about the layout on the Fusion page. Node Graph, this is where you will add tools and connect everything together to create a composition. There is a toolbar above it with commonly used tools like backgrounds, transforms, masks, and merge. Above that are the viewers. There are two viewers. You can toggle single viewer and dual viewer by pressing this button. To view your composition, you can drag and drop a specific node to your viewer, or you can select a node and press 1 or 2 on the keyboard to send that node's output to the viewer. Keep pressing 1 or 2 and it will toggle the viewer on and off. This allows you to see what the composition looks like at any given point in the node graph. This is useful if you're looking at a specific element of your composition. To the right you have your inspector, similar to the edit page. With a node selected, you will be able to access that node's controls. On the left you will find the effects library and media library if there is other media you want to bring into your composition. So let's do a quick and simple example of how to composite two things together. I have opened my clip from my timeline into Fusion. We can see the Media In and Media Out nodes. For this example, I want to add a title over the video. To do that, I bring in this text node and add appropriate text for the title by changing the settings in the inspector. Then I need to merge this over the top of the Media In node. There are multiple ways to do this to achieve the same results. I could go to the toolbar and drag on a merge node and connect everything up, but my preferred method is to drag the output of the text node to the output of the Media In node, and it will automatically create a merge node. Quick tip: typically connecting lines and inputs are color-coded. Foreground inputs are green and background inputs are yellow. With everything connected up, ensure that the Media Out is in one of the viewers and you should see your final composition with text. This is obviously very basic, but hopefully it gives you an idea of how Fusion works and the basic layout. Thanks for watching and please subscribe.